Be advised, enemy backshots inbound.
Happy Black Friday, guys. I hope you guys survived the turkey coma, because right now, Forsaken Devs just dropped the most tone deaf, gaslight heavy open note you've ever seen in your entire life. If you guys want to see the quick answer, this is what somebody in the community said. Basically, they literally said, "We cosmic level fucked up 531,000 times, but refused to step down, and we're still funneling 25% of your money to a child predator." Yeah, basically, Forsaken's like Mr. Krabs. They're like, "Nah, nah, 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 we love money."
Money, money, money. Yes, sir. Okay, everybody back to work. I don't care. I mean, if he's pedophile, he pedophile. If he dies, he dies.
Alright, let's actually do a deep analysis on this and not just hear what the community has to say about it. This is how it starts off. He starts it off pretty monotone. He goes, "Hello everyone. This situation deserves some light, clarification, and plenty more said on it. Many people have been saying things and posting things out of context, and plenty more in relation to recent weeks, with a lack of proper response being due to us taking our time to gather our bearings and making sure everything could be compiled." So basically what he's just saying here, he's just saying like, sorry for taking too long. Basically, he's just waiting for a perfect opportunity / also figuring out to make sure all of his ideas are perfectly compiled. He then decides to state, "I want to take my time writing this in order to correct and stop the misinformation, hatred, harassment, and plenty more that a number of our developers, contributors, and staff have all received." He says, "I apologize if this took longer than expected to come out," alongside not acknowledging it. So, same thing. It's talking about the same stuff right here. "This is not a page being written in order to defend myself, our actions, or anything of the sort." So he's not saying he isn't wrong, okay? Instead, this is meant to clear up a number of misinformation that has been spread throughout the past couple of weeks, okay? With that said, let us begin. Kaiser's departure from Forsaken. I will begin by saying this first. Kaiser was not removed due to a collaboration or relations being at stake. Those messages are from a conversation I had the day previous, where I was attempting to gather thoughts regarding the situation. Attached below are images of Kaiser stating that he was leaving for the sake of the team. This was due to feeling pushed out by all the stress and panic from the team during the situation, as Kaiser has informed me. Here's the screenshot that he decided to provide. This is supposed to be Kaiser. "I care more about the safety for you guys than staying here for longer. I'd rather not fry the shit out of the PR of my mere presence anymore. That's just kinda lame. Thank you to everyone who left their messages. I'll keep in touch for sure." Then he says, "Remember to buy Gorp and project the fuck out of it. It's mandated." Okay, I gotta go see ya. Basically says the same thing down here. He says, "Sorry for greenlighting 2 times moveset. It's my biggest regret. I've been working here for sure." Hytoko continues on with this, and he says, "I'll be open on this aspect of things. I've always disliked Kaiser's continued association with Soul. Even if publicly known, as confirmed in Soul's own document, I do not like the fact that he willingly continues to associate with them. I mean, yeah, why would you want to associate with a pedophile? But that has never interfered with their work or their relationship with many team members. Kaiser's was not removed due to collaborations they left on their own. Kaiser is a friend to many on the team who was pushed out due to the public backlash. I will be commenting on the public in a later paragraph." However, as I understand, the original post written by our PR person contained the statement that Kaiser was let go. This is false, as backed up by images. The statement has been removed from the main Twitter account due to this. Going forward, I will be focusing heavily on managing PR by myself, alongside the aid of leads, with far more care, consideration, and time put in before the action is taken. So, he's saying that basically Kaiser wasn't let go and he left. We have no idea if this is real. We have no idea if this is real. But I guguess we have to trust him on this. So
Another
Soul,
day, another
the
victory
known
for
child
the OG,
predator,
taking
right
down
here,
the sweats, the
is
imposters
now
among
being labeled
us.
as a community contributor, he says. Okay? Let's get into it. I really don't know how detailed I can get into this, so I will focus on restarting a post I made previously. He states, Soul does not contribute or work on Forsaken. We've been trying to resolve a handful of things for the past 8 to 6 months. 6-7 regarding the contextual dealing of Forsaken to us. We've appointed providing a group role to Soul for the clear answer and assumption that many of you came to. That Soul would be contributing and working on Forsaken again. This is not the case and will never be. This has been done due to Roblox policies regarding the legal side of things. Okay. That's on the legal side of things? Wait, what does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? We, the team, all agreed that Soul and Ava would not be allowed to return to Forsaken ever. Okay, good. There's no dancing around this answer, nor will it ever be changed. Okay, at least these guys have some common sense. This is crazy, though. Number 3. The removal of Forsaken assets from Forsaken. Sandbox. This is Gabblegoob, guys. He's gonna go through this with you really quick. Alright, Gabblegoob, take it away.
We, the developers and contributors of Forsaken, reserve the right to file DMCA claims without notice, alongside asking for our assets to be removed from fan games. In the past, I've been very lenient and allowed fan games to use our assets due to how Rippers work. However, over the course of time, it's clear many bad apples have taken advantage of this system. With this being said, any attempts to use ripped assets for Forsaken in fan games, monetized or not, and UGC are at risk of being DMCA claimed by us. Alongside this, the way our staff was treated over asking for their assets to be removed was disrespectful. I will leave them unnamed, but 2 of our contributors were sent death threats, hate, and plenty more following the request for their assets to be removed. This behavior is unacceptable and should not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form.
Thank you, Gabagool, for that very intense reading. Well, anyways, what they're basically saying is, yeah, you can use our assets and stuff in the future, but if you want to use it, are at risk. Like, basically, they will claim it and then take all your money. So, technically, they're saying, yeah, you can use it, but you're at risk if you use it. Basically, it's just being shady, you know. Like, the fine print in the contract when you sign, and then the guy goes and kidnaps your family because it's in the contract. It's these guys. Number 4, the FFPrankster incident. Kermit, take it away. This is going to be from Prankster themselves.
You got it, Choom. Let's go! I'd like to put out my own personal statement regarding my incident. I am not racist. I hold myself in contempt for using the word, even while intoxicated. There's no excuse for what I did, and I apologize if any of my prior messages painted it that way. I have used edgy humor in the past, but this is long, long behind me. I'm talking when I was literally 12 years old. I have had multiple sessions of therapy since then, and it was a topic I personally brought up. I do not use racial slurs in my speech when talking to anybody, clothes or not. Regarding what I actually said, I said, what's a bad word got to do to get a headshot? Shouldn't have said it, simple as that. Everyone there was DM'd and apologized to, and for over half an hour I was saying I was sorry. Nobody there was hurt, we laughed it off. The images made were in reference to the fact I said it in the first place, knowing I wasn't a POC myself.
I don't know what you guys really want to think about this. I mean, he shouldn't have said what he said, but the community hasn't really been given too much of a reaction to it. Well, at least this response. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh god. So now, number 5. Basil and I's finite connection to Soul, aka Child Predator. To many, it should be clear that Basil and I hold some sort of connection to Soul due to the nature of legalities. I will not deny this. However, I stand adamantly by my stance as stated in the Kaiser section of this thread. Many conversations have pertained to legalities, with me splicing between casual banter in hopes of keeping relations stable while legalities were ongoing. Attached below is a screenshot from 2 to 3 months ago showcasing Sol and Ava having removed Basil and I from a group chat. I haven't had a proper legal conversation with them in 1 to 2 months, as something done made me uncomfortable to the point of no longer trying to be friendly in any way. Now refusing to speak with either parties without lawyers present. Okay, that's actually really good. That's good. That's good for him. Here we go. Merchandise and where the money goes to. The original Chance plushie is gone, so no money goes to other parties, okay? All proceeds go towards the development team and nobody else. Good. I saw some people questioning after this happened, and I want to reaffirm that this is the case. Okay, sweet. The corporatization of Forsaken. Oh gosh. He states, this game isn't corporate. It will never be. The game will continue to be owned by myself and Basil for as long as the game and the IP goes on. These comments permanently stem from the Robloxia's Masquerade event, in which people were allowed to purchase candy boosters and candy themselves. I put this here as an open declaration to how Forsaken is, and will be continued to be as monetized as we've discussed so far. So, in the future, no killer survivors will ever be exclusive / unable to be obtained in any way. Meaning if it's like for Roblox or an event, stuff like that. And then next, exclusive in-game cosmetic merchandise codes will never happen. This is to ensure that any and all skins or monetization can be earned via just by playing the game alone. Hugo image. Basically, he's addressing the allegations about the private conversation for Hugo. But after consulting with a lawyer, here's the short of it. If we jump ship with everything Forsaken related, even if we change the name, we'd be in breach of the contract. So they can't jump ship via a name and game change, okay? This is the most amount of information I can provide via this matter. And then the blacked out part's financial information. Here's his own section. Alright. Let's have my assistant do this for me really quick.
Recently, I received a number of complaints regarding management, primarily our focus, lack of transparency on a handful of fronts, and a lack of trust. A lot of this distrust stems from me, primarily past decisions and occurrences which show me as being someone who is easily influenced and easy to erupt. I'm working on these aspects more than ever now, but that doesn't excuse the actions which have affected many. I will not make promises that things will change, but instead I hope the actions that are taken, like me being more assertive and trying to be more involved, will showcase my attempts to grow and change the direction of things. I know many don't trust me. I say it's okay, but in reality, it's not. There shouldn't be a case where the head of something is struggling to be trusted. I want to turn that around. I want that to change. I hope that I can change that in the coming months.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, but trust is earned, for sure. All he needs to do is earn this trust, and then things would be better for him. But I mean, with the allegations, with the connections and stuff, it all kind of plays into each other. This isn't really a good look for Forsaken and their dev team. And people are already boycotting their games and stuff. Like, it's getting crazy out there. Alright, so this is Basil's side of the story. This is going to be their full-on views, not altered in any way. I'm just going to summarize the points of the paragraphs and put it in a nice, concise, like, summary for you guys, because it is like 3 pages long. The main point is Basil regrets him saying, "I don't really care," as a response, and his failure to take the issue more seriously also is something he regrets, and he's sorry for it. That's basically what this whole paragraph means. What do you even do? Basil has removed himself from all public-facing roles and only does behind-the-scenes administrative work. He doesn't do any PR. He's not logged into any Forsaken accounts. It's just behind the scenes for him. 3 to 4 month break. He claims he's never actually took a 3 to 4 month break. The long break was actually a misconception caused by an outdated bio. He has consistently worked on the game. Whatever you say. Are you still connected with or in contact with Soul? Basically, the main point here, Basil's cut off all contact with Soul and keeps interaction strictly legal when necessary. Closing thoughts. Basil takes accountability for his past statements and actions, clarifies his current limited role, apologizes for where he fell short, and requests that criticism be directly only at him, not the rest of the team. He doesn't want the team to go down for his mistakes. Yeah, I mean, it's a very detailed response. I'm going to link the document if you want to check it out yourself. But yeah, it's pretty messed up about, like, you know, it's a messed up situation in general about all this. They didn't expect Soul, first of all, to be a predator. At least I hope not. But yeah, anyways, let's move on. Check out the closing thoughts. Closing statement. Basically, the summarized version of this is that things are going to happen in a couple months. New updates for Forsaken. He wants to move past this issue as a whole. He's hoping this document has clarified some conspiracies / drama. It then states, "Thank you, Hytoko." So they haven't once mentioned the fact that they're still paying this child predator a 25% cut. Are we ever gonna know what's gonna happen with this, or are they just gonna ignore this like nothing's even happening? Well, anyways, hopefully we can figure out something later. Right now, it seems that they're still gonna be paying this child predator 25%. Alright, guys, that's it. Let me know if you liked. Like, leave a like if you liked. If you didn't, don't leave a like. Yeah. Bye.